What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the right side of the map in the blue color, playing as Poseidon. Here's the one, the only. His name is Matreiuss. His opponent today in the red color, the up-and-comer Zeus player, Tektonas. This is a part of one of the two tournaments. I can't remember which tournament it is. I'm pretty sure it's Destroyer's tournament, but it might be Meta Plays. Pretty sure it's Destroyer's tournament. Anyways, it doesn't matter. There's two tournaments currently going on and it's messing with my brain. So the map is Painted Desert. We're just going to be checking out one of these games. This is the first game of the series. If you do want to check it out, it was cast, I believe Black Adder cast it. So go and check that one out if you want to. In its full and entirety over on Twitch or on his YouTube channel, I believe it's somewhere. And we'll see how this game's going to go. We do have the Cathara of Apollo already spotted here for Mattress. He's going to be happy about getting this one. If you combine Cathara of Apollo with Divine Blood, those villages go zoomy. Apparently this is not the tournament. Okay, I take it all back. But it was cast by Blackadder. I mean, I don't know anything. What do I know? It's just a random game. Fair enough. I'm just going to... So, onwards and upwards. This matchup here is this map here for this matchup is actually probably one of the more interesting maps in the matchup because it's really hard to completely wall off the map and prevent prevent Centaur from doing any damage. However, I am of the opinion currently that not building units is the best way to play this one. Every single time I see a Poseidon player going for the 2-town center, like, yeah, maybe you can build like 1 centaur, 2 centaur, but building units behind that, why? Just go straight to the Mythic Age. If you like wall up yourself and then you're fine. But on this map, that's not really possible. Like I said, there's no safe resources. But it's technically possible for the Poseidon player to actually make it work because they have lure. Look at all of this food. He's got so much food here. Could definitely, if you don't eat this food, you just live the dream. But Matreiuss, for some reason, is a big fan of eating his food. Now, he is the Poseidon expert, not me, but I'm just here telling you what the meta is, because I'm actually the meta, as you all know. But this allows Matreiuss to get a super consistent classical age. But it means he doesn't have that 750 food in his base ready to wait for him when he doesn't really want to be fighting anymore. But the temple is coming up for Matreiuss. Tectonis, on the other hand, getting his own temple up. And the question really is going to be, at what point do these players advance? And Matreiuss is looking very much like he wants to advance very quickly, getting out a very early Theseus to go and put pressure onto this location. But I imagine that's simply just going to get bolted here as Matreiuss gets a 315 with a Theseus. So a little bit of delayed villager production here. And he is going to be moving over, and he basically just wanted to get Cathara of Apollo, it looks like. There is also the Bridle of Pegasus up, giving you the free Pegasus. But, I mean, honestly, the Bridle of Pegasus is one of those relics where you want one Pegasus and then you want to dump the relic out of your temple because you want to delete the Pegasus at some point because it costs 2 population. But Athena coming through for Tektonis. Spicy Athena. Super spicy. I don't think I've seen an Athena rush against Poseidon since like 2007 or something. Wild. There is a lot of food and you can put a lot of pressure on, and I imagine that Matreiuss is just going to go for a town center. So this actually might be really difficult for Matreiuss to hold because he's not going to have the gold to get it. So he's going to get an early Hippolyta out as well. No real surprises there. He gets himself what else is he throwing down? He's throwing him down a stable as well. So he's going kind of one town center here, which I mean, he's kind of reading the Athena like a book, but it looks like Tektonis is actually going for a town center here. So it's 2 town center Athena. There is a stable getting thrown down. A house, no town center. So he spent all his resources on something, getting pickaxe out as well. Now, pickaxe is definitely one of the early game economic upgrades you definitely want to get as Zeus, as Greek, because it gives you 12.5% bonus. So it's 2.5% more than you think as the Centaur coming in. It might be worth bolting that at this point, as we do see a stray house getting thrown up. This villager going to be able to survive as the Minotaur pushes that back. The Hippolyta making her way in as well as the Odysseus does pop out here. We see a second stable getting thrown up. And honestly, this is a position that Tectonis is going to be all too familiar with. Coming from vanilla, this is very reminiscent of how vanilla plays out, in that the Greek players against Poseidon, Zeus versus Poseidon, tends to be a very cavalry-centric fight where both players mass Hippocon and then the game proceeds like that. We are seeing medium cavalry nice and early out for Matreiuss. He's got the army advantage by quite a bit here. He's up nearly 8 population, and this is all because of that early lure, all because of that early advance time. Very, very nice play. We see the Hippocon retreating back, and now Matreiuss walking in. And we'll see how it's going to go as we have Tektonas in the back, does snipe down one of those centaurs. And there's no more myth units left on the map. Oh, well, there's one over here just hanging out, just making sure that no stray Hippocon come in and do anything. Nice micro thus far by both Matreiuss and Tektonas, to be honest. Look at that micro there. Both players pulling back the Hippocon as fast as they possibly can, trying to share as much HP or much DPS around as he can. But Matreiuss kind of playing it better at this point. Nice focus firing here. Nice pullback micro there from Tektonas. Yet another Hippocon falling. 2 Hippocons falling. At this point, we've got 44 pop to 42 pop as Tektonas actually going to be casting Restoration here. Is he going to stop Commander Jason to get that back up to full HP? No. Got to learn to use that stop commands. For some reason, a villager just saying, hey, I want to party. Let me in. Let me in. It's time to get it all happening. As Hippocon do turn around and start fighting this one. Hippocon for Tektonas just walking straight past. We see the Theseus here getting sniped down a little bit. A nice marker yet again by Tektonas, but not quick enough there as the Minotaur comes in and does fall there. And the Theseus goes down. Still slight advantage for Matreiuss given the medium Hippocon, but the army mass from Tektonas is currently just that little bit better, but he does have to retreat yet again. It's 50 to 45 pop, still very, very close. Lots of resources in the bank for both players here. A little bit of a mistake maybe for both players. Maybe just need a little bit more on gold, but Matreiuss does have his perfect 8 villages on gold, so maybe he's looking for something a little bit different other than wherever you want to go to from this position. Now remember that Matreiuss, as Poseidon, does have a bit of an advantage in this this type of matchup, because on this type of build that Tektonis is choosing to do, because he's got access to Aphrodite, he's going to be able to hit some sort of heroic age timing, and Tektonis is probably going to be wanting to go through Dionysus and attempt to hold the Aphrodite push and get out Thracian horses. That's the idea. Both players still no upgrade, no spirited charge upgrade. Now it's equal upgrades. We are still seeing the raiding cavalry, not raiding cavalry, the Hippocon just kind of walking around being a little bit confused because of the micro from both players. Very, very nice micro in this game, as both players trying to make sure that no unit is getting focused down too quickly here. Very nice play from both players. We are seeing a stray storehouse getting thrown up by Tektonis right on this front. He shouldn't be here with those villagers anymore, but nice play nonetheless by Matreiuss to continue putting the pressure on. We see another Odysseus, or the first Odysseus, getting taken out here as this villager does manage to live, but 1 HP left. Kados gets his kill. Tektonis, for some reason, just throwing away villagers. It's 32 villagers for Tektonis at this point, somehow, some way in the lead on the villager count. I think that's probably because Matreiuss is continuously building out his heroes, whereas Tektonis has not had to do so just yet. But looking like the fight going in the favor of Tektonis thus far. Still good micro by both of these players thus far. Matreiuss retreating out the back here, still spamming out more units here, starting his farm transition. This is actually quite spicy from Matreiuss. He's deciding not to come up onto these gazelle, not to go onto the hunt in favor of the more safe food here. He doesn't want to be losing his villagers. in this game. So he's just going for the early farms, and potentially we're going to see that from Tektonas as well, as he's finishing up on those herdables. No, he's walking forward. He's like, no, I'm coming forward. I'm going to take these giraffe. And this is going to allow Matreiuss all of the free reign without having to worry about his own villages to just raid his opponents. We'll see how that's going to go as the Hippocon now making their way up to the top side of the map. Tektonas definitely had the right idea leaving his Minotaur over here, but he decided to throw that one away as another random stray villager walking over here. Don't want to lose that one. Still a very, very slight advantage for Tektonas on the villager count. It's 34 apiece here, but the villagers should... Oh no, it's actually quite even. It's actually even. In fact, maybe Matreiuss has got the advantage now that he's picked off a villager or two. Very, very nice play as the villagers retreating back into the sentry tower, and the Hippocon getting pushed back over here. Population-wise, Tektonas has all of the advantage here. How much gold left in this gold mine? 200 gold. There is a real possibility here that Tektonas has got enough of an advantage to get a gold staff. I would love to have seen villagers onto the temple to get Spirited Charge here, because that would be absolutely huge, because we don't see that for either player here, and Matreiuss has got no villagers on favor, so he's not going to be able to get his Spirited Charge for quite some time. Obviously, it does cost 25 favor. As we see this game continue, another stable getting thrown up for Tektonas. He's going to continue eating this food over here. We see the Hippocon trying to sneak in and take a villager there, but not going to happen just yet. For some reason, Tektonas not aware that he has the advantage here. Definitely just want to select all your opponent's Hippocon to see how many are there and select yours. And if you have a higher number, you take the fight. You do have to keep microing this as best as you can. Sometimes it's best to just not micro back and just get the DPS down as best as you can, because when your opponent's retreating a unit, it's not attacking, right? And we are still seeing both players trying to... It's such a wild micro fest here. And I actually think that both players are hurting themselves in these big fights quite a bit, as we are seeing Tektonas clearly leading in this fight. How are the economic upgrades looking? We do see a ceasefire in here as Pickaxe has come through for Tektonas and Matreiuss. So much food in the bank for Tektonas here. He needs a bunch more on gold if he wants to spam out from all of these stables, and he still hasn't thrown that villager onto the temple to get the favor, and I definitely think that is vitally important here, as Matreiuss is forced to cast ceasefire. He's on multiple different gold mines here, making sure that if he does lose a fight, he's not going to just completely lose the game. And Tektonas is going to be looking... I'm saying put villagers onto favor to get Spirited Charge, but Tektonas went through Athena, so everyone can just roast me in the comments. That's fine. I'm just an idiot, but that's whatever. Considering he doesn't have access to Spirited Charge, it might have been worth it to throw down some barracks and make some hoplite here as well. So we see the Hermes just about to be finishing up for Matreiuss, or the ceasefire. And then Tektonas trying to surround these villages here, getting a couple of kills. It is still an advantage for Matreiuss on the villager count, so every villager kill here is very, very good for Tektonas, as we see the army moving in. 91 pop to 115 pop as Tektonas has got his random Pegasus coming in onto this location. I'm not sure what that is really for. He's just searching around looking for gold villages as the Hippocon does make his way over here. Tektonas still winning this fight mightily handedly at this point, as villagers walking up to the top gold mine over here, and it's looking like Matreiuss cannot hold on in this fight. 100 pop to 73 pop. It's just a huge victory currently for Tektonas. There is an issue for Tektonas, and we've talked about it before. Farm transition. He does still have Rhinoceros over here, and he could potentially move forward and steal his Gazelle, but there's really not that much food left, so he does have to think about getting some more villagers onto wood like Matreiuss had, because Matreiuss has currently just spammed out all his farms very, very nicely here. He's going to be moving. Tektonas is going to be making his move over here, trying to force Matreiuss off of this gold mine. Now that Tektonas knows this gold mine's here, he should be moving this Pegasus elsewhere, but we do see Tektonas noticing this gold situation over here, but he doesn't see the storehouse, so if he wasn't looking at the minimap there, he's not going to be able to actually know that anything is going on here. As the Hippocon coming through, the village is going to be pulled off the gold mine, going to be starting to shank each other here. Very, very nice play to turn around with those and try and hold on, but all of the Hippocon currently falling for Matreiuss, as Tektonas able to win this fight very, very nicely. We see some stray Hippocon coming in here, these villagers onto the rhinos at this point. The Hippocon looking like he's going to move over and check this gold mine out. The villagers pushed off here Matreiuss still with good amounts of food and wood in the bank. It's just the gold that he's currently shorted here. Maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea for Matreiuss to throw down some barracks at this point, as we are starting to see Matreiuss get himself that favor to get Spirited Charge. It would give him a big, big advantage here. Still, the village is retreating away. He can just turn around and shank this here if he wants to, because it's only 2 Hippocon. The Rhinos just about to finish up. Tectonis looking to try and get to the heroic age. Hippocon retreating back. Still, don't leave the Pegasus here. Tectonis has got the win. He just needs to move up here. Every single moment that goes by is allowing Matreiuss to do Matreiuss things. As we see the Hippocon walking or running forward, looking to pick off these villages. The Hippocon for Tectonis looking for someone as well. And Matreiuss, he still doesn't quite have the favor to get himself that Spirited Charge. And this distraction is absolutely huge for Matreiuss here. He's giving himself all the time in the world to get back into this game, pushing these villages back, and now he can turn and fight this. Does he have any armory upgrades? No armory upgrades. Tectonis, no armory upgrades either. Do we have an armory even for Tectonis? Yes, but he's only got a couple of villages on food now, and this is an absolute nightmare for Tectonis as he is allowing Matreiuss to get his gold. We see Dionysus coming through. We see Spirited Charge coming through for Matreiuss. Tectonis, no villages on the favor still, so he's not thinking about getting Thracian horses, the extra Hippocon bonus to HP just yet. And we do see the villagers now moving over here. He's going to see that gold mine, and he's going to see 2,000 gold almost missing from there as the villagers going to turn around and start fighting this location. Hippocon coming over to push these villagers off as Matreiuss is like, I got to prevent you from doing this. And Matreiuss is back onto multiple different gold mines yet again. These Hippocon over here not able to pick off any villagers as Tectonis manages to defend that. The villagers retreating back. We see them turning around, taking the fight here, but it's not going to be quite enough. Now Spirited Charge is in, and Matreiuss is full population. Tectonis will have a bronze, so he should be able to win a fight here. So we see the raids coming in for Matreiuss. He is so good at this. This is vintage Matreiuss, putting pressure on everywhere on the map, causing absolute chaos. There's no walls set up for Tectonis. Nothing is safe right now as Matreiuss's raids are way too good, sniping all of these villages down here. We see the Hippocon trying to fight back, as we do see on this position. Tectonis has defended. Tectonis can start making Prodromus now, which I wouldn't be surprised if that's what he's going to do. But Aphrodite is on the way for Matreiuss, as Tectonis has got a ton of gold in the bank. He could throw down a market, start buying food, make Prodromus, get heavy cavalry. Not a bad idea. But now Matreiuss simply just going to retreat, wait for his heroic age, wait for Curse, and he will have his Atlanta as well, and Nemean Lion that Tectonis is going to have to deal with here as Matreiuss retreating back. We see this gold mine is back to being fully mined. Super sneaky from Matreiuss as we see the villagers over on this gold mine. Tectonis had a Pegasus, but he's not using it anymore. There's the big bronze coming in for Tectonis. 1 minute 30 of a huge amount of hack armor for these Hippocon, as the Hippocon from Matreiuss have to retreat back. We will potentially be seeing Curse here, but we do see the market up, and Tectonis is not buying food like I thought he was going to be at this point, or buying wood for farms or anything like that. And we do see the villagers pushed off this gold mine here. Matreiuss very, very low on the resources. There's the Curse, dropping Tectonis down to 100, just under 100 HP. We see the Nemean line coming in. Jason and Odysseus getting a whole bunch of damage done over here. We've got the Hydra on this position as well, trying to get some kills to get some more heads. And we do see the villagers making their way up to the top corner of the map. The Prodromus is out. We'll be able to take down one of these Hippocon here and then go after these villagers that are on the gold mine yet again. As we see the Nemean Lion does end up falling here. Again, still chasing these Hippocon here. Matreiuss getting himself heavy cavalry. Tectonis still no heavy cavalry just yet. Oh, he does have heavy cavalry. Tell a lie. Still no attempt at getting Thracian horses though, which will give Matreiuss yet again the advantage in the fights because he's got Spirited Charge here. And we are seeing Plow coming through for Tectonis as his farms slowly starting to come out. The resources have dwindled. 30 villages now for Tectonis to Matreiuss, who's got 40 villages. But Matreiuss is losing villages like... I don't have a good simile here, so I'm just going to say he's losing villages. And He's got no gold income at this point. So Tectonis just needs to continue putting the pressure on, and he will be able to prevent Matreiuss's villager lead here to balloon into an advantage. As we see the Hippocon coming through for Tectonis, not paying attention here. He does decide to turn around and start fighting this at this point. Matreiuss, lots of food in the bank. He can sell some of that food for gold if he so chooses. Villagers now splitting up yet again, coming over onto this gold mine. More Hippocon. Don't run! Fight! You have to keep fighting. No, Tectonis has got no resources left. The raids are still coming through. We've got militia helping out on the raids. This gold mine is being pushed off as well. Tectonis has got no gold in the bank at all. No food in the bank. No wood 81 population. Matreiuss has somehow, some way managed to make it work in this game. The militia over here putting the pressure on. The Hydra is here to come and help out, but there will be a couple more villagers getting picked off, and Matreiuss such a lead in villager count here as the Hydra trying to take down these units will be able to pick off a couple. And the heads will start spawning for him as now Tectonis going to attempt to return the favor, hitting this location with all of these cavalry units, trying to take down these villages as best as he can. And we'll see how that's going to go as more villagers are falling over here as they're deciding to turn around and take a fight. But I don't think it's enough of a push here for Tectonis. He's lost all of his cavalry. The prodrome is too strong for Matreiuss. And Tectonis has got nothing left in the tank. He's back onto this Rhino that he was on ages ago. And it's looking very, very dire here for Tectonis as we see this Hippocon still getting more picks against these villagers as Tectonis not paying attention very well in this position either. The Hydra, 3 heads, very scary here for Matreiuss, but he does have the Hippolyta and the Theseus here in this position. We see the Hydra getting sniped down, does end up falling. The villagers getting pushed off of that gold mine, moving up to the top gold mine, but there's nothing up here for Tectonis to hold. We've even got irrigation coming through for Matreiuss. Here's 115 of 115 population here, happily mining this gold mine. Would love to see some walls finally get thrown up, but maybe no need at this point as Tectonis is 33 of 115 population at 21 minutes into the game. He does decide to tap out. What a miraculous hold here from Matreiuss. Tectonis played it so well until he didn't continue to apply the pressure, allowing this gold mine to get mined for 2,000 gold when he had all of that advantage was just the big problem there. And then Matreiuss managing to hit some of the most nasty raids you will have ever seen, picking off so many villagers here of Tectonis. You can see the villager graph here for Tectonis. He was doing mightily fine up until this point, and then zhunk, down to 29 villages, and then yet again down to 24 at the end there. Incredibly well played by Mattress. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.